Previously, on Tales of Familial Eternity. This is where my mom keeps all of her gems and crystals and stuff. If you guys ask nicely, I'm sure she'll let you borrow one. I mean, she has so many of them. Sweetie, step away from them. Now.
Wait, hold on. We're not here to hurt anybody.
Oh, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I remember what happened the last time I trusted adventurers.
Too bad I don't have sleeping magic.
Wait, sleep magic. I have catnap.
I think she's officially bloodied now.
Wow! No! Okay, guys, let's work on the knocking out part.
Yeah, so the mom tries to fight against this calming nap that you're urging her to take. But my god, being angry is so tiring. And I'm glad you guys came back all in one piece, especially after facing a dragon. Hey, maybe you guys can tell me about your whole adventure over dinner. We can have a dinner celebration. Oh, I should tell you guys though that Maxwell won't be joining us. He's actually spending some time with his little girl this weekend, which means I am left unsupervised.
Yes!
To dinner! Yeah, you guys did the dungeon, and you guys have come back to the castle because that's just the thing you guys do now. As of right now, you guys are pretty close to achieving your immediate goal. You have 2 out of the 3 needed crystals, but you guys also need a bit of a break. Maybe Phoenix a little bit more than the rest of you. As a result, your party has decided to stay at the castle for about 2 days.
Okay.
During your brief stay, you notice that the castle is surprisingly less busy. In fact, it seems like the castle is running on a skeleton crew. Despite this, you see very little of Regina. She only appears for meals, and her bubbly personality is somewhat undercut by this underlying sober feeling that's been plaguing the castle. Josh, you're running as fast as your legs can take you. You don't dare to look behind you, because you know if you slow down for even a second, it will be too late. Your heart is practically ready to burst out of your chest, and you feel a sense of dread starting to sink in. Something tugs at the back of your shirt. You ignore it at first, and you keep running, but the tugging continues until you're forced to look behind you. There's a woman now standing in front of you. She looks familiar, but you can't remember where you've seen her before. She shares your sense of dread and fear, but she also has a sense of determination, which in turn frightens you. You open your mouth to say something, but it's too late. A darkness sweeps over the woman, a black flesh that covers her and covers all of her identifying features. And then the blackness sweeps over you in turn. You wake up.
Oh, Josh. Good old Josh.
I shouldn't be laughing. This is not the appropriate response to my scary
It's not,
story.
it really isn't, but like, the pause before the scream fucking made it.
That was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're back in your room. It's the middle of the night, and you just had a reoccurring nightmare. The last time you remember having this nightmare, you were about 6 or 7, whatever the equivalent is in human, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
Yeah, so Josh can take a few moments to collect himself if necessary.
I would probably say like he's probably a little bit teary-eyed because geez Louise, he like that nightmare popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, so you just had this nightmare. What do you want to do about it? Is there anything to do?
I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to go back to sleep after that.
Yeah, it is. It is gonna be hard to fall back asleep after that. Like, what the fuck?
I made that up with my brain space. How cool is that?
Let's see. What can I do though?
You could maybe get a
You've got 2 moms you could go to. You could
Glass
probably
of
go
water.
try to find Regina. Glass of
Glass
water.
of water. Wake someone
Just
up and talk
anything
about
that involves
this.
getting out. Probably anything that involves walking out of your room.
No, grab your Switch.
Left the room.
You distantly hear your mother's giving you advice.
It's like muffled through the walls. Just having a nightmare, then you can go get a glass of water. Do you want me to come in there?
Well, since Phoenix is technically sharing the same is technically sharing the same room as him, I guess he'll.
I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting you're not all in the same room.
Yeah.
We stated that a million years ago that you guys had different rooms.
Yeah. So I guess he goes to Phoenix.
Okay.
Speaking of which, did Phoenix wake up from the screaming or no? Is Phoenix like a heavy sleeper?
Well, Phoenix under normal circumstances is a relatively light sleeper. But, and this is a thing that you guys have been noticing as the journey continues, it's been harder to kind of like wake him up.
Oh, Jesus.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, like, he's not normally a heavy sleeper, but, like, that's just been the trend the more you guys traveled. Yeah, so it takes a few moments for him to get up, but he does wake up and, you know, is just assuming that, wait, it's not morning. What's happening?
Sorry to wake you up, Phoenix, but...
Yeah, no, is everything alright?
I don't know. I mean, I just, I kind of had a nightmare.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of nightmare?
I'm not sure. I mean, in the dream, I was running to somewhere. I'm not sure. Then I felt someone tug on my shirt for a few times before I looked, and then I saw this woman for a moment until darkness came over. It came over her first, then it came over me, and that's when I woke up. I haven't had that nightmare since I was...
Wait, you've had that dream before?
Yeah, when I was little. When I was small.
I mean, I would have thought that, like... I mean, with the shit that's been going on and still going on at Neverwinter, that, like, that would have made sense if you just started having that dream, but not if, like, you've had it before.
Yeah.
So you think maybe it's connected to some type of memory or something? Because that's a pretty specific, you know, visual.
I mean, it could be like a memory of some sorts, but...
Hey Josh, I'm gonna ask you to do a history check for me.
Okay.
First roll
You're
of the
gonna
day.
get advantage on this, though.
Okay, good. Cause...
I'm afraid.
No, okay, good, cause I just got an 8 plus 5, so that was a 13.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll again because I got advantage. And that was an 18 plus 5, so that's a 23.
Oh shit!
Nice.
You remember the Eiffel Tower being built? I don't know why that was the first thing to come out of my mouth.
Oh.
I need to stop saying things like that off the cuff because it's just gonna get.
It's fine. It's fine. You know we love it.
I mean, I'm sure you could remember that if you wanted to with that high of a roll, but that's not what this is about. I wrote like a different thing.
Okay.
Okay, so thinking back on it, there was something about the dream that felt very familiar outside of the fact that you've dreamt this before. You never thought about it before, but you have experienced that sense of terror and confusion. You must have been like a little baby at the time. Things were calm and quiet, and you figured that you were probably playing with some toys or doing something fairly unnoteworthy. And then suddenly there were loud noises, and people, and yelling. Your parents leaped into action. Your father and your mother went to deal with the issue, while your mom scooped you into her arms and ran out of the castle. She wasn't alone either. Many other servants and guards attempted to escape as well. Something was wrong, although you didn't know what it was at the time. And then your mother suddenly wasn't moving right. And the panic of the situation was upsetting you to the point of tears. Your mom called out for help, and you were exchanged between arms, given to someone of whom you didn't recognize. They started to move away, but you wanted to get back to your mom. You look over and you try to cry out to her, but she wasn't there anymore. A blackness has swept over her, a black flesh that covered all of her identifying features. And you can't really remember much else from that.
Wow. that's just my general that's just my general reaction, like, out of character, but like,
you can take a moment to just digest that. It's fine. I mean, that's a lot to take in.
yeah, it is. It's a lot to take in.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right about being so from memory, Phoenix, because I just remember, like, I had that feeling before. I haven't given it much thought before, but I had that feeling when the void first happened. I was just a baby back then.
I guess that's why it took so long for you to remember it.
Yeah. And that woman I saw in my dreams, I think I know now that was my mom.
Oh boy, well, that's a little bit of a downer then. Well, hey, I mean, a part of this whole crazy plan is to essentially, like, go into the void and stop it. Maybe we can do something to help her.
It's worth a shot. I mean, there might be a chance to help her and my other parent.
Yeah, I think for now, maybe we should just take a walk or something.
Yeah.
That was a lot. I think we need to not think about this.
Yeah.
You think the kitchen's still open?
Maybe.
Well, only one way to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you and Phoenix get up, leave the room, and head to the kitchen. I think that's a good place to end that.
Hold up. Hold up. Before before we get to the next montage, like, as the walking.
You can't keep stealing the show. It's my show.
Wait. There's a thing.
I know. I'm joking. I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry.
He knows what.
There's a thing I've been wanting to do since the last session.
Yes.
So while Josh is walking Phoenix, he does turn to him and say, like, thanks for your help.
Yeah, it's no problem.
And rather quickly, like, Josh does give Phoenix a kiss on the cheek.
Aw, I need to throw something. Sorry, that's my immediate reaction to cute things happening.
Gay!
In the distance, you hear the mother's approval. Just Devora wakes up from the gay and just shouts from her room.
It's about time!
Do you hear that, Phoenix?
Unfortunately. Just be careful. I don't want to get you sick, you know?
Yeah. That's fair, but still, thanks.
I think Phoenix nods, and then now I'm gonna end this cute little montage.
Yeah.
You guys go off to the kitchen and be cute and gay and shit. Alright. So with that, we're gonna move on. The following morning, Devora, you've been pacing around one of the castle's many studies. You've asked Regina earlier if she had a larger mirror of communication, and she led you to this room with a full-length mirror. So you've basically been pacing around a large iPad for like 20 minutes. As you work up the courage to dial in a number that Galen gave you. Also, I hope you know that this is one of those full-length mirrors that you would see in like an evil Disney movie type thing. Yeah, it's that kind of situation. But it's really just a large iPad.
Essentially. Well, with how we've discussed how these mirrors of communications work.
Yep. And there's already, like, a discrepancy, because I think I allowed you to take photos with it, and then I didn't at some point, so I don't know how to explain that, but whatever.
They're magic.
They're magic. You didn't, I don't know, you didn't have great connection or something. I don't care. You're in front of a large iPad.
Retconning shit.
There was no exceptions for taking the photo.
For photos?
I don't know, it's just a plot hole that I have that's a tiny one, because... I don't know.
I know. I'm being obnoxious.
We didn't no, it's fine. I know you're being obnoxious.
We'll have a TED Talk afterwards about how I've messed up my mirrors of communication. But yeah, you've been pacing around this mirror for a little bit while you try to work up the courage to make a call.
And after a couple more moments, Devora takes a really, really deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts in the number.
Okay. Alright, so the mirror rings once, twice. I don't know how a mirror rings. I think it just jitters a little. It like makes the noise, but it also jitters.
That's a little concerning, is it not set up properly?
It's like, no, it's secure. It is secure, but it can jiggle a little. It's fine.
Okay.
So it rings once, twice, and then you see a woman with long white and autumn hair kind of appear within the mirror. It's almost like seeing an older version of yourself. She smiles widely behind her fingers, and you can see her tears forming. Oh, it's really you. I was so worried. I never gave up looking for you. Oh my, how you've grown.
Yeah, the moment the woman appears in the mirror, Devora like ends up like she like sucks in a small breath and like holds it.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it's her mom.
Yep, and there's a lot of her just marveling at like how like you've just grown into this beautiful woman. She's just so happy that you're okay and safe. She's just so relieved that she gets to finally see you again.
Yeah, Devora nods, and it's so great to see you.
This sounds so silly to ask. Just how are you? What's been going on? I need to know.
A lot has gone on. A lot has been going on in my life.
The little bits I've heard from Galen seem to be quite a story.
Yeah.
You faced a dragon?
Yeah, that was cool. And slightly terrifying. But, I mean, she was an angry mother. She'd been taken from her home. It made sense. She was upset.
Yeah, that does make sense. I would have never thought that, my daughter would be fighting dragons.
Yeah, the thought never crossed my mind either, and yeah, I'm the one who's, decided to, study into dragons.
Really?
Yeah. Dragons are so rare, so it's just kind of yeah, who knows if I'll ever actually, run into one. And then we did.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of, your mother just, pausing, because it seems like even though she's looking at you, it's a lot to take in. And so every few moments it's just her readjusting, and you can clearly see on her face, it's I'm talking to my daughter again. I mean, she's only dreamed of this day.
I love her.
Yeah, and Devora's fine with that. She's still kind of, even though, the party has happened, I'm assuming, about a week, about a week has passed since the party, and finding out she's still reeling over this herself.
Oh, I think it's been a little bit more than a week, but...
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't keep track of time anymore. Phoenix should be dead.
Yeah. No. He's fine. Anyway. Devora's still reeling over the fact that, yeah, she's royalty. Her family, she still has a family.
Yeah.
Since her caretakers have long since passed.
Yep, that's fair. I mean, that's a lot to take in for Devora, and it's of course a lot to take in for her mother. I mean, she was gone for 200 plus years or something. I don't know how elves work, but I mean...
No, you're right, because Devora's like... Yeah, Devora's like 220.
Oh, nice. Got that right. So yeah, I mean, that's a long time to go without seeing your child, and the longer you're away from them, the more they're still in danger, and the less likely you'll find them again. That's just a sad truth of the matter. So, getting to see Devora again, it's a relief, because, you know, her child is safe. It's a little bit sad because, you know, that's the whole raising of your child that you missed out on. But more importantly, she's safe and she's okay. And that's really all that matters. She seems happy, sort of. She got to face a dragon, which, like, makes her head spin, because she wouldn't have let you out after hours, let alone face a dragon. But, you know, we all live crazy lives.
I also just want to say, I imagine Shadow Stalker is somewhere sleeping in the study.
Oh, okay.
I hope in view of the mom.
Just it takes her a while to notice, and it's just like, oh my, is that a...
I really hope Lashana sees it.
Yeah, it takes her a few moments, and then it's like, wait, what's that over there?
Huh? Over what? Devora looks back. Oh, that's my wolf.
You have a wolf?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's safe to have a wolf?
Oh, he's perfectly fine. He's perfectly tame.
Are you sure? Has he gotten all of his shots? Did you?
I love this. This is all sorts of amazing. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh, okay. How did you find this wolf?
So before when we left Neverwinter, that's a story I'll get into in a little bit. We were camping out, and I heard, like, this fighting, and I went to go check it out, and there was my wolf, well, my soon-to-be wolf at the time, fighting... What? I'm trying to remember, it was like a zombie dog?
It was a death dog.
It was a death dog, that's what it was!
Yep.
He was fighting a death dog, and so, like, I fought the death dog, and my friends came and helped me out with that, because I was dumb and ran ahead. And, yeah, Shadow Stalker's been with me since.
So, essentially a rescue. I suppose that's fine. Little concerned about the death dog, though.
I mean, I fought a dragon.
I know. You fight a lot of things.
Yeah.
How many things do you fight?
A lot.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I mean, that's kind of part of the course of traveling a lot and being on this big mission.
You're right. I don't know what I imagined my daughter would be doing.
Doubt it was imagining me fighting a bunch of shit.
No, it wasn't. but you're safe and okay, and that's all that matters. And I'm sure that you two end up spending a good deal of the morning and maybe a lot of the afternoon also talking. Just sort of like...
There's a lot to catch her up on.
Yeah, there's a lot of catching up on, and of course, like, figuring out if there's, like, plans for you to come back home. Because she very much wants to see you in person. Like, it's wonderful to get to essentially FaceTime you, but, you know, she wants to actually get to see you in person and hold you and hug you and all of that good mom stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely planning on coming home after this whole thing is done. I just have to do this.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's my place to tell you otherwise. But I do wish that you come home as soon as you can.
I promise I'll be home as like the moment I can.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the conversation continues. So many tears. But like happy tears. Yes. Alright, if there's nothing else to add on, I think I'm going to move on to Solis.
Hello.
You all good? Hi, Solis.
Yeah, I think the one thing I will add is that at some point she does ask about if there's any sort of, like, magic she can learn. Because that was...
You're a wizard.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Devora.
Yeah,
Of course you can.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
I'm a wizard now.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure your mother has advice on the magics, but magic is such like a broad sort of topic that you would need to narrow it down to a more specific question.
Oh, darling, the magic was inside of you all along.
I love it.
Well,
wasn't there like a specific spell that Devora was trying to figure out? The blade singing thing that you sent me?
I'm trying to think of how to bring it up. Mainly because only elves know about it, so... I think that might be how she brings that up, is just like, anything you maybe specifically know?
It's great question.
I know, it's super broad, but it's like, I don't know how else to word things.
Well, there are many a Magica school, but there are some that are very specific to certain groups of people, passed down through our family for generations. It's hard to say that without sounding like Armstrong. Armstrong is one of our guards, don't worry about it. But there is a specific type of a magic that has been passed down through our family line that I would gladly teach you about.
Awesome!
Yeah, and I think that for the rest of the afternoon you guys talk about blade singing, which is something that I personally know very little about, but your mom knows much more than me. So, you guys spent the rest of the afternoon just sort of talking about this, and she is teaching you, with the best of her ability, behind a mirror, to demonstrate some of the magics to sort of teach you the history, a sort of comprehensive mini class about it. And yeah, that's how you spend your day. Hello, and welcome to the Royal Elevator Message. Instead of calming music, we'll be having a small break where we relax together and suffer through our daily dose of capitalism. Are the calming waters of the sea relaxing you? Is the lovely castle grounds putting your mind at ease? Is your wallet itching to be given to your local podcast? All of these feelings and more are completely routine here at your Royal Elevator Message. Tales of Familial Eternity has a Twitter and Tumblr page where updates and fan art can be found. Our Redbubble store has tons of shirts, mugs, and stickers to choose from, and you can join our one supporter over on Patreon if you wish to support the podcast with your dollar money. All money will be spent on making this podcast a better listening experience. All of these links can be found in the description or at TofeCast. That's TofeCast at the various websites mentioned. Now, wasn't that relaxing? We have nearly arrived at your destination. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope your stay at this lovely castle is a wonderful experience. Bye-bye now. Now I'm gonna get to Solis, because I feel like I've been leaving her out for too long. There's too much gay and family bonding. We gotta get to some other shit now. Alright, so it's the late afternoon. Solis, you have been meditating for most of the day. It felt like your godly patron has been trying to reach you all day, and so you've been meditating in order to receive a holy message. I want you to do a religion check for me.
Oh boy, what was my religion?
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever done this before.
I don't think we have.
I think this is the first time.
Wow, I forgot how high my religion was.
How high is it?
It's +4. And I got an 18.
That is pretty high.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. You guys are doing real good rolls real soon.
Don't jinx it.
Which means I'm upset immediately. Alright, so after an hour of waiting and meditating, you start to get a vision of tall makeshift fences and barricades. A mother attempts to leave with her baby close to her chest, but is stopped before she reaches the fences by guards. Guards at a different part of the barricade investigate a cart of supplies coming into the city. A few buildings have been burned to the ground and reduced to rubble. Some of the streets and roads within the city have been stained black. It's noon, and yet the city is practically a ghost town. The people who are walking around are wearing white masks over their mouths. A half-orc and a dwarf are serving food to a small line of people within a bar, like a makeshift soup kitchen. An elf quietly works among chemical glasses. The attempt at a cure has been in the hundreds now, and even she has black patches on her skin. You keep seeing a couple of things over and over again, namely varsity jackets and pins for the guild. And that is your vision.
Solis opens her eyes and just whispers, "Neverwinter."
Nice. A+. I love it. Get a movie deal.
He was, Rosebud shatters the snow globe. Okay. So that was
right. Yeah,
that was it?
That was your vision.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry it wasn't cooler.
Oh, no, it's all good. Everyone's gotten a lot of cool, emotional, dramatic stuff happening.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Well, before she gets up, she sends a quick thank you, a silent thank you to Lathander for giving her that vision, and she gets up. And what time is it?
I'm gonna say it's about noon.
It's about noon. I guess she'll just go outside, or at least leave the room and wander the halls.
Okay, is she just aimlessly wandering through the halls, or is she looking for like specific persons or people?
I think she's going to look for, the party or Regina and just let them know what happened about Neverwinter. Yeah, so everything's not looking so hot right now.
Nope, it's looking pretty bad.
No, everything. Some places in Neverwinter are hot right now.
Well, yeah, good observation. There are people dying.
Trying to lighten the mood, I'm sorry.
You're trying to lighten the mood.
I feel like she's talking to them and they're not even in the room yet.
So I think you're able to like rope everybody together so you can have like this discussion. You can at least rope like the main party together.
Mm-hmm.
Regina has been a little bit harder to track down lately. And by lately, I just mean the 2 days you are staying here.
That's fine. Is this day 1 or day 2? Day 2.
I think this is more like day 2.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, so you're able to kind of rope everybody into one place so you can reveal this vision.
Everyone, last night I had a vision from Lathander, and it was of Neverwinter. Things aren't looking too good there right now. I think it's almost nearing the end for them. Madeline's infected.
Oh, great.
Devora just tenses up at that.
No.
Great, the one person. Great.
We need to do this as soon as possible.
Yeah. Good thing we've only got one more place to go before we gotta jump into the void.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll leave first thing tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, guess the most we can do then is just try to wrap this up.
Devora nods.
Should we do any last-minute training of some sort?
Well, that might be a good idea, but I'll sit out of that.
That's fine.
There is some new stuff that I'd like to try out.
Josh?
Oh,
Sorry, Josh was too busy being gay. He wasn't here for the last 20 minutes.
I was going to imagine that he's thinking of his mom and covered by the darkness.
yeah.
I'm allowed to
He's
make
still
it
thinking
fun.
about that nightmare he had last night.
I like that you guys make it proper and like vaguely realistic, and I'm like, I need to make it funny. The gays. I'm allowed to make that joke.
Yes.
I'm gay. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, Josh is going through his mental stuff, but is Josh down for some training?
Maybe not right now, but it might be a good idea to prepare and practice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So you guys find a nice tennis court room to use, like the ones you've been using previously. I think it's mostly Solis and Devora that are like actively practicing, and then you have Josh, who's more of just like studying up on his craft, and Phoenix, who's just kind of resting up a bit. Like he's with you guys, but he's not really participating too much.
I feel like all of them have noticed him slowly getting worse and just opt not to mention it.
You know, that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
But it's a gnawing fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you guys spend the rest of the day just sort of practicing and ignoring Phoenix's condition for everyone else's mental safety. Now it's time to go to the final night of your stay here. The castle is very quiet, a lot more so than usual, but I'm going to need everybody to roll a perception check.
Just watch as I fail.
That's a 19 plus whatever my perception modifier is.
That is
but
good.
it's still good. That's a plus 4 for perception, so yeah,
You
whatever.
guys
I
are
see
rolling
shit.
too good.
That's an 18 plus 3, 21.
Still too good. Okay, Solis, what do you got?
Got a 10 plus 2.
Okay, that is adequate. Yeah, you can hear somebody coughing up a lung in a different room.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oops.
Devora goes to check it out.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I'm just gonna give this as a freebie to Josh. Yeah, Phoenix isn't currently in the room with you.
Oh, okay.
Do all of you get up and search? Like, you're all just
Yeah, of course.
a man on a mission? Yeah, cool. Alright, cool. Just wondering. I don't know, maybe one of you guys is like, it's cool.
For Solis, that is definitely the opposite of that case.
That is true, but like I'm an asshole, and sometimes it takes me a long time to get up when I hear people coughing because I'm a jerk. But I'm glad that you hear coughing, you're just like, I gotta go. Just yeah. So you guys all leave your rooms and you go to find the source of the coughing, and it's not very difficult to find. In the middle of one of the hallways, you find Phoenix hunched over in the middle of a coughing fit. He's looking pretty pale, even from where you're standing, which is not super close to him right now.
Josh immediately goes over there.
The closer you get, it's more obvious that, like, he's actually having a hard time standing up. Like, he's using the wall as leverage at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, do you want, like, to roll another perception check for me? Just, like, a small one? Just you, Josh. Because you're the... As far as I'm aware, you're the only one that's, like, walked up to him.
Yeah. So, another perception, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so I got a 12 plus 3. That's a 15.
That's a 15? That's good enough. Yeah, so Phoenix at this point is wearing long sleeves, but you can kind of see poking out from that, like, there's some black patches. Just small ones, as far as you can tell. But they're there.
Oh, shit.
How's everyone else doing?
Not too good.
Nope. Worried.
Are you guys just
Fear.
standing back and watching this?
Josh, like, paled when he sees that the infection is getting worse. Should I quickly make a potion and
Yeah, Solis
Do a
was about to
medicine roll?
ask that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, that is a 13 plus 6, 19.
A 19, that is a good roll.
Nice.
I just find it funny that you have, like, your little medicine kit with you. Just, I don't know, maybe you've always just had it with you because of how the situation...
He probably does carry it around.
Well, I got it back in the battle royale, and Josh already has it with them to make potions.
Oh,
to
no.
mix it.
No, I just mean I find it funny that, like, you hop out of bed to investigate a noise and you just have your medicine stuff on you.
Oh yeah.
But this is probably just a thing you've learned to do since, like, first getting it and making sure that Phoenix doesn't keel over.
Yeah.
Like he's very close to doing right now.
Yeah.
So, you make this potion for him, And he tries drinking it. It's not like super easy for him because have you ever tried drinking something in the middle of a coughing fit?
Yeah,
Like it's not.
It's hard.
It's hard and it's like not graceful and it's gross.
Josh does. Josh also tells me to take his time, like drinking the potion. Don't drink it all at once. Like just take his time.
Yeah, he's trying. He's still coughing a bit, but like having a liquid is just helpful.
Yeah.
While you guys are having this sort of situation, you hear a light set of footsteps approach you guys, followed by a smaller voice. Is everything okay over here? What's going on?
Oh, Regina.
Hi, Regina. Phoenix is having a coughing fit, and it's because the infection is getting worse.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, apparently not just with Phoenix either.
Yeah.
Things are not going well in Neverwinter.
Well, I think I know of a way to at least help with this little situation.
Oh?
Really?
She walks over to Phoenix, she lightly takes his arm, and she closes her eyes and begins to hum a little song. And something's a little bit off about this melody, because it doesn't... Some of the notes that she's hitting while humming don't seem to be entirely physically possible, but she's managing to do it anyway. And as she hums, both her skin and Phoenix light up, for lack of a better word, to reveal the plague running through their veins on both of them.
Oh.
And and after a moment or two, Phoenix's coughing fit slows down and just kind of stops completely. And Regina stops her song, and their appearances return to normal. She just kind of gives a little smile. Sometimes all it wants is a song. You should be careful, though. I don't think songs will keep it content for much longer. We really need to collect that last crystal soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you?
Yeah, by the way, Phoenix looks just as confused and maybe even a little bit more disturbed than the rest of you guys. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody right now is just like, what the fuck?
Regina's just a little confused by everyone's looks. Is there something on my face?
How did you...
Oh, well, I told you. I'm a part of the void a little bit. Remember?
That's cool.
Yeah,
But
that's cool. I guess I just didn't think that you could do that.
yeah.
Well, the void's not just a plague. It likes music. It's just a thing. I didn't think it was that weird. It's a little bit hard to explain, because it's not exactly of this realm. So
Regina is part Eldritch monster. Okay. That's cool. I can dig it.
I mean, come on. Did you think it was going to be anything different? It's Regina.
Yeah.
She's always been this.
You're right.
But, yeah, Regina just sort of looks around and she's like, okay, well, I think that sort of takes care of this problem for now. I'm gonna go to bed. See you guys in the morning.
Okay, night.
Right. Thank you.
Good night, Regina.
Yeah, and Regina just, like, gives a little wave, and then she goes back to bed. And Phoenix is disturbed.
Yeah, we're all just still standing in the hallway, like, okay.
I just have the me theme going on in my head right now.
The arithmetic.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
We all just kind of have the arithmetic going around our heads.
You guys all have advanced arithmetic, and for Phoenix, it's like addition, which is all fairness. What mine would be too. I do podcasts because I can't do math. Yeah, so that happened.
Yeah, that was certainly a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Huh.
That was certainly something.
Is that girl even real at this point? Just what the hell?
Good to know it likes music.
Yeah.
I guess.
I didn't know it wasn't it, like an entity.
I didn't know that either. So that's interesting.
I mean, it just looks like Phoenix wants to kill over, not from, like, the plague, but just because he hates whatever that was.
Yeah.
Whatever that was the worst.
Well, in any case, I'm glad you're feeling better. Enough for tomorrow, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess sorry about that.
No,
No, it's okay. That's not really something you can control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever the fuck that was, it was kind of draining.
I can imagine.
Yeah. We should all just get some rest for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys sort of all get up and start heading back to your rooms. What a lovely night this was. As far as you guys are aware, there aren't any more coughing fits for the rest of this evening. The following morning, all of you guys and Regina meet up in front of the fantasy submarine. She seems to be pretty content at breakfast, but now is trying to be a little bit more serious. But she's small, so you can imagine that doesn't work so well in her favor.
We love her anyway.
Okay, so this is the last crystal. Remember that it's in Spider Hunt Woods. I think...
Wait, Spider Hunt what?
Yes, there are spiders.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay.
It's okay, Josh. We got this.
Is there a problem with spiders?
No. It's just that I'm really scared of spiders.
How are you scared of spiders? They're like the cutest thing. I got a spider for my birthday once, and it was the best.
No. I just kind of had a really bad experience with spiders.
Well, I'm sure there won't be that many spiders in the woods. Maybe, I don't know. I've never been there, but
And if there are, I mean, I have a cat, and cats are kind of notorious for eating spiders.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, and Phoenix is like, I'll just kill a spider if we see one. Like, it'll be fun. Don't worry, Josh. We got your back. It'll be fine.
Solis just has a sneaking suspicion that these spiders are not average-sized spiders.
I mean, Devora probably knows this too, but she wants to try and help Josh.
Yeah. I mean,
also
the
Sunset
sentiment
is
the same
a
either way.
magic cat.
Yeah.
Who knows what Sunset can
Who
do?
knows? But also the sentiment's the same for, like, the sentiment is the same for Phoenix, because it's like, small spider, big spider, he'll just stab it. It'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay. So, there should be a blackish glowing crystal there. You know it when you see it. He knows that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It should be over with a good friend of ours. He has like this really nice mansion. You can't miss it. So it should be really easy. You just walk up and ask for it, and he'll know it to give it to you guys. Especially since,
Hopefully,
Josh, you still have the ring, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I still have it.
Yeah, that'll be good enough. You just flash that, and you'll get the crystal, and then you'll be on your way back here.
Okay.
hopefully.
All right. So, good luck, everybody, and please hurry back. I think we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Regina gives Josh a hug, and when she's done giving Josh a hug, she, with her little arms, tries to pull everybody in for a big group hug.
Aw.
Yeah. But it's, she's small, so, she tries.
She tries.
You guys meet her halfway, and it's adorable. And she, waves you guys off as you guys enter the fantasy submarine and head off to the next part of this adventure.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Familial Eternity. The music in this episode featured songs from Ross Bugden and Kevin MacLeod. Additional music is from YouTube's audio library. Links are available in the description. If you like this episode, please leave a comment or message and tell us what you think. And if you'd like to learn more about our characters as well as the campaign, then please follow us at TofeCast at both Twitter and Tumblr for more information.